So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, as you all are aware that every Sunday at 3 p.m. We come up with actually the weekly current affairs revision, and we have been doing this since January. So we are already uploaded January 4 parts, February 4 parts, and March first week I have already uploaded in our YouTube channel. So just go to the playlist, our playlist, and you will find the previous videos. There's a separate dedicated playlist for this series. So please go and watch all those previous sessions. तो मैंने खास dedicated playlist है, उसमें आप जाकर के देख सकते हो previous sessions को. Okay. So let us begin with today's class. Today we'll be discussing the second week of March current affairs. So let us begin. Okay, before that, there was I saw in the previous classes some students were requesting, sir, please make a video on GI tags. So I have already made a video. Please search this on YouTube. You'll get a video. Although it is 5 months old, but still it is relevant. You can watch it. Okay. So now let us begin with the first question. So here is the question. You have to answer it in the live chat if you know it. Yes. Good evening, Gunja Agarwal. Welcome to the class. So the first question is, recently Donald Trump has signed an executive order designating this language as an official language of USA. And I think it's a very easy question. Even if you do not know it, that there is a news, still with common sense you can answer that Donald Trump would be designating. So basically, even I was also surprised to know that there was no official language of USA before this. So actually the right answer is, I hope you can answer it, is option B, English. Okay. अच्छा, मैंडरीन कौन सी लैंग्वेज को कहते हैं? Which language, which country's language is called as Mandarin? Anyone tell me? Yeah, the right answer is B. English is the right answer. So Donald Trump, who is a US president, he has designated English as the official language, and otherwise 1st March, the first week of news में था ना. And if you see, this is the most language spoken in America. So if you see it carefully, this is English language. So many people are speaking. So some people are speaking Chinese, thoda sa Spanish, and the second highest language spoken in America is Chinese. Is Spanish. Then you can say Chinese and all. So Mandarin, जो है ना, Chinese को कहते हैं. China की language को. Chinese language is called as Mandarin. Okay, I was just asking it because I know many of you might not be knowing what is Mandarin. So here the answer is B. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. As the next question, where is Alef Aeronautics, the company behind electric flying car, based? Germany, Japan, USA, United Kingdom. What is the right answer to this question? Alef Aeronautics, जो है company, it is making a electric flying car, and that too electric flying car, plus it is an electric. So it is actually American-based company. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay. So Alef Aeronautics is a California-based. California is a province in America. The company has been working on electric flying car technology and its recent demonstration and all. So here I have shown this photo also. Alex flying car is designing and developing the world's first real flying car. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay, here's the next question. What is the key feature of new 9,000 horsepower locomotive? Locomotive train के engine को कहते हैं. Being manufactured in Dahod plant. Dahod is actually in Gujarat. So 9,000 horsepower is the power. I hope you are aware. Horsepower, you understand. 1 horsepower is 746 watt. And this was asked in the CUET examination. Ki a power का unit क्या होता है? So the answer is watt. This was asked in CUET exam. That is what you should know. So 9,000 horsepower का locomotive train engine है, that is being developed in Dahod in a plant in Gujarat. You have to tell me that what is the specialty about this? It includes a Kavach system and an AC system. The AC लगा रहेगा अंदर, so that would be good for the drivers. And Kavach system means this is actually anti-collision method. And anti-collision, it ensures that there should not be accident. That is what the idea of Kavach is. So B is the right answer. मतलब ऐसे समझ लो कि अगर if the two trains are coming on the same track, then the Kavach system will stop. So that is the idea, and they will automatically get stopped because of GPS and other technologies. अगर दोनों एक ही track पर आ गई, God forbid, if this happens, if the two train comes on the same track in front of each other, then in that case, automatically the braking system will work and it will stop it. That is the idea of Kavach system, but it is very costly. This, and to implement it in entire India, huge amount of money is required. I think I was reading somewhere कि काफी lakhs में लगता है 1 किलोमीटर का कवच लगाने के लिए बहुत lakhs में खर्च होते हैं. So that is why it is कवच system is very costly also. अक्सर न्यूज में रहता है कवच. That is what you should be knowing. Okay. So the right answer is B is the right answer to this question. The next is, who is the newly inaugurated president of Uruguay as of 2025? New president. Uruguay is actually a country in South America. And basically, and I hope you must have heard it, the first football World Cup happened here. First football World Cup winner actually is Uruguay. So the right answer here is, the right answer is option B, Yamandu or C. B is the right answer. A former mayor history teacher is the Uruguay's new president. So here is India. This is South America. Okay. And this is Uruguay. Okay. That is what you should be knowing. So the right answer is B. Let's move on to the next one. What is the primary source of methane emission from Arctic glacier studied by scientists? This is very, very important because I hope you are aware what is methane. CH4 is methane. Hydrogen and all. I'm sure you must have studied in chemistry. And this is, of course, a greenhouse gas. So if it is a greenhouse gas, it is actually beneath the we can say the ice layer. But if due to global warming, what is happening? So the ice is getting melted. So when ice is getting melted, what will happen? It will lead to emission of the methane. Okay, तो देखो मैं दिखाता हूँ क्या है. So this is India, this is Russia. इसके ऊपर में ये वाला जो है इसको कहते हैं आर्कटिक, है ना, आर्कटिक ओशन. ओके, ठीक है. अब इस आर्कटिक ओशन में व्हाट इज द केस कि जैसे एक लेयर होता है ना, जैसे दिस इज अ लेयर ऑफ आइस ऑन इट, और इसके नीचे मीथेन है beneath it, coal bed methane, etc. Yeah. So if the ice is getting melted, if it gets melted, what will happen? Methane will come out. So when methane will come out, what will happen? It will cause more greenhouse gas. It is a greenhouse gas. So it will cause more heating. And when there will be more heating, it will cause more ice melting. That is what you should be knowing. So basically, it is methane trapped in ancient geological formations. That is the primary source of methane. So methane is coming from there. So B is the right answer. That is what you should be knowing. The next is, why is Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost landing significant in space exploration? Blue Ghost is a mission for what? What is the right answer? Recently in news. It is the first private lunar lander. Private means it is sent by a private company. Lunar lander means it will be landing on moon. Landing on moon. A is the right answer to this question. Okay. And as a first Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost, or simply Blue Ghost, is a lunar lander and developed by a private company called as Firefly Aerospace. And of course, which is a US-based private company, and it has got landed on moon. Okay. Successfully landed on 2nd March 2024, and the landers are named after firefly species Phoscis reticulata. That is what you should know, and in English it is called as Blue Ghost. Okay, that is what you should know. So a private company in Asia, so that is the great thing. So A is the right answer. Yes, Mariam Safir, you were right. A is the right answer to this question. The next is, who will host G20 summit this year? I mean in 2025. South Africa, US, France, Italy. What is the right answer? G20 समिट 2025 कौन होस्ट करेंगे? The right answer is option A. South Africa is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. And this will happen in November this year. Last year it happened in Brazil. The next one, 2026, will happen in USA. Okay. So last year it happened in Brazil. I have made a detailed video about it. So if you know more about G20, if you are interested to know the history of G20, which are the members of G20, which groupings are a part of it, I have already discussed in this class. So just search this and you will get to know more about it in this class. Let's move on to the next one. As of the latest update, how many Navratna companies exist in India after addition of IRCTC and IRFC? Navratna companies are actually PSUs, public sector units. So if they qualify a certain standard, they will be considered as Navratna units or Navratna companies. IRCTC and IRFC. IRCTC का तो आपने नाम सुना होगा, Railway Catering Service. With the help of this, you book tickets on railways, है ना? So IRCTC and IRFC have added. So earlier there were 24 Navratna companies. Now we are having 26. So C is the right answer. Okay. And actually there are three categories of PSU: Mini Ratan, Navratna, and Maharatan. And there are different. There's a separate explanation or definition for that. So if you want to know more about it, you can read this article of CNBC. Just search this on YouTube, on Google, and you will get this. You can learn in detail what is the difference between Mini Ratna, Navratna, and Maharatna companies. The next one is, where was Odisha's first ever dinosaur themed park, Dinosaur Alive, inaugurated? The right answer is Regional Science Center, Bhubaneswar. So B is the right answer to this question. Here, dinosaur theme park. The next one is, what is India's position as far as global biofuel production is concerned? है ना, बायोफ्यूल क्या होता है? चाहे तो फूड के वेस्ट से बनाया जाता है, या नॉन फूड वेस्ट वगैरह जो होता है उससे बनाया जाता है, और या algae वगैरह से बनाया जाता है, या जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड, है ना? This is first generation, this is second generation biofuel, this is third generation biofuel, and this is fourth generation biofuel. So biofuel actually is considered as an alternative form of fuel and all, है ना? So old waste material can also be used in making biofuels. So India का third rank है biofuel production में. That is what you should be knowing. And recently it was announced by the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri. Okay, so C is the right answer. It is helpful in ensuring renewable energy and all. That is what the idea is. Now let's move on to the next one. As per it, first ever population estimation of river dolphin, which state has highest number of these aquatic mammals? आपने देखा होगा, this is not considered as fish, it is considered as mammal. So सबसे ज्यादा रिवर डॉल्फिन कहाँ है, कौन से स्टेट में मिलेगा? Can you tell me? तो गंगा में बहुत होता है, गैंगेटिक डॉल्फिन कहते ही है. Ganga river is famous for this. So basically the right answer is actually Uttar Pradesh. C is the right answer. हालांकि गंगा गैंगेटिक डॉल्फिन के लिए प्रोटेक्शन सेंटर वगैरह बिहार में खोला गया, बट हियर द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ डॉल्फिन्स यू विल फाइंड बिकॉज़ उत्तर प्रदेश इज द लार्जेस्ट स्टेट आउट ऑफ दीस फोर, है ना? तो आपको पता होगा. तो C is the right answer. Yes, Suvir Sampath and Brad Mammals, you both were right. C is the right answer. So 2397 river dolphins is there, nearly 40% of the total mammals population in India. Okay. C is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Who has taken over as the Chancellor of Austria in the newly formed government? So Austria, be careful. One country is Austria. This is a country, Austria. You will find it in Europe. And there is a separate country called as Australia. You will find it in Australia continent. So here I am asking the new Chancellor of Austria. What is the right answer? The right answer is option C. Christian Stocker is the right answer to this question. Hai na? Austria's new Chancellor. So here is India. This is Australia. And this is Austria. Okay, ये Austria है. इसकी capital है Vienna. Here you will find the headquarters of IAEA and many other organizations, है ना? IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency headquarters भी लगे हैं. And ऑस्ट्रेलिया की कैपिटल है कैनबेरा. This is Australia जो नीचे में. So the right answer is C is the right answer to this question. The next one is, which of the following company has commenced trials of hydrogen powered heavy duty rockets in India? Tata Motors, Sonalika, Ashok Leyland, Maruti. What is the right answer to this question? हेवी ड्यूटी ट्रक्स, मैंने रॉकेट्स बोल दिया था गलती से, प्लीज करेक्ट इट. ट्रक्स. मतलब देखो, हाइड्रोजन पावर्ड, व्हाई वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स दीस थिंग्स? बिकॉज इट इंश्योर्स दैट द पॉपुलेशन पॉल्यूशन विल बी वेरी लेस. हाँ, वेरी लेस और नो पॉल्यूशन. सो हाइड्रोजन पावर्ड से ये होगा कि इफ इट रिएक्ट्स विद ऑक्सीजन इट विल क्रिएट वाटर एंड ऑल, है ना, और वाटर वेपर. So of course it will be much lesser. It will cause very less pollution. So A is the right answer. Yes, Suvir Sampath and Srishti Swaroop, you both are right. Tata Motors, आप देख सकते हो ये ट्रक है, and this is the Tata Motor truck, है ना. Flagging off ceremony of India's first hydrogen truck trials, है ना, Tata Motors. If it becomes successful, of course it is a very great thing. बहुत जबरदस्त हो जाएगा ये. But इसमें कुछ issues ये, एक तो पहला issues ये कि generally it might be all the renewable energy technologies are generally costly. ये मसला होता है ना कि because still we are actually in a developing phase and all. Second thing is there's no it is not 100% fit. Like it has some issues also. Like if it creates water vapor, let's say, this water vapor is also a greenhouse gas. I'm sure you must be aware of it, like methane. Okay. So we cannot say that everything is fine in hydrogen powered vehicle, but yes, of course, comparatively it is much better than using petroleum and petrol or natural gas. तो हर टेक्नोलॉजी का कुछ ना कुछ तो कमी हो गई, बट स्टिल इट इज मच बेटर. ठीक है, सो इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. द नेक्स्ट इज, व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ वंतारा? आपने नाम सुना होगा. Which was recently visited by Honorable Prime Minister in Jamnagar. It is in the state of Gujarat. What is Vantara famous for? I mean, it was very much in the news. It is actually owned by Mr. Mukesh Ambani's son, and he is managing that. So what is that? एक तरह का प्राइवेट जो है, इट्स एक्चुअली अ रेस्क्यू एंड रिहैबिलिटेशन सेंटर, है ना. अगर आप थोड़ा बहुत भी जानते हो, यू कैन आंसर इट. सो इट्स बी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, पीएम विजिट्स वंतारा, सो बी इज द राइट आंसर. So B is the right answer. Yes. The next is, where was India's first green hydrogen blending plant inaugurated recently? Visakhapatnam, Tirupati, Hyderabad, Vijayawada. What is the right answer? The right answer is Tirupati. So B is the right answer, है ना. आंध्र प्रदेश में है ना. तिरुपति is very famous. तिरुपति लड्डू is there. तिरुपति temple is also there, है ना. So that is what you should know, है ना. यहाँ पर है आंध्र प्रदेश में, यहाँ पे तिरुपति is there. ठीक है, so the right answer is B is the right answer to this question. The next is, according to Niti Aayog report titled From Borrowers to Builders, Women's Role in India's Financial Growth Story, with Indian state which has the highest share of women borrower as of December 2024. कौन से स्टेट में सबसे ज्यादा शेयर है वुमेन का बोरोवर? बोरोवर मतलब लोन देने को कहते हैं ना. तो टेक लोन इज कॉल्ड एज बोरोवर एंड ऑल. यस, सुबीर संपत, वेरी गुड. राइट आंसर इज बी. तमिलनाडु इज द राइट आंसर to this question. And Tamil highest share of women borrowers, says Niti Aayog report, witnessed a 10% compounded annual growth in live women borrowers and all. Highest share with 44%. Okay. So that is what you should know. The report was released by TransUnion Civil Women Entrepreneurship Platform of Niti Aayog and Micro Safe Consulting. That is what you should be knowing about. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Where will FIDE World Cup? FIDE का मतलब ये हो गया चेस से की बात हो रही है. Of chess be hosted in India. Mumbai, Chennai, New Delhi, Bengaluru. What is the right answer to this question? Yes, the right answer is New Delhi. C is the right answer to this question. है ना? Held in New Delhi, most likely in Bharat Mandapam or Yashobhumi. Abhi location venues is not 100% confirmed, but it will happen in India. है ना? Bharat Mandapam or Yashobhumi. So that is what you should know. है ना? So that is what you should know. Okay. The next one is which film has won Best Picture Award at 97th Academy Awards? इस पर मैंने I have taken a separate class and you should watch it, है ना? तो इसका आंसर पहले बताओ. Best Picture at 97th Academy Awards, which is called as Oscar Award also. Oscar Awards. I have taken a separate class on Oscar Awards. You should watch it. What is the right answer? The right answer is Anora. Look, आप ये वाली class देखना. Go to YouTube and search this Oscar 2025 Career Launcher Law Interest. You will get this. Very, very, very important class. Star mark this. This class is very, very, very important. Because they ask questions. अगर आप COET या किसी भी exam में बैठने जा रहे हो, this question is asked like from Oscar, that who is the best actor and all. That is one. It is director, best director भी scene breaker ही थे, ठीक है? Best actor, best actress. 4 things you should be knowing from this. One is actually best actor, best actress, best director, and best film. Okay, that is what you should know. So A is the right answer to this question. Yes, Suvir, Sampath, Srishti, Swarup, you are right. The next is what position did Mohammad Jawad Zarif of Iran recently resign from? So he had recently resigned as a very prominent minister from Iran. What is that post? कौन से post पर थे वो? The right answer, Vice President of Strategic Affairs. Earlier, he was a foreign minister. He resigned from there, became a Vice President for Strategic Affairs. Then also he resigned from there. So C is the right answer. So just have an idea about it. And the next one is, इससे पहले का आंसर जाता वो C था सर, C, option C. How was India's ranking in, what was India's ranking in Global Innovation Index? How it has changed over the past decades? So improvement पूछे जा रहा है, कहाँ से कहाँ तक आगे in the last 10 years. And please tell me which organization comes up with this report. This is released by WIPO, है ना, World Intellectual Property Organization. ठीक है. So we have actually 81 and 39, 39, है ना. So earlier we had 81 in 10 years back. Now we are having 39 rank. This is very, very important. ये बताओ ना चाहिए 2025 की rank. This you should be knowing. I have discussed. So A is the right answer. This we have already discussed it. So I believe that you should be knowing. Released by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Yes, so based on the right. The next is what is the objective of Vishwas Bill 2.0, and which was mentioned by Finance Minister in her budget also. Yes, John. Yes, the right answer is decriminalizing, है ना, over 1000 provisions in various laws. Yes, so be Sampath, right? B is the right answer. Basically इसमें था ये कि decriminalizing का मतलब ये होता है कि बहुत सारे केसेस में क्या होता था कि छोटा सा आपसे मिस्टेक हो गया और आप पर केस हो गया, FIR हो गया, just because you have not filed a return properly or you have some issues in filing income tax and all. तो उसको decriminalize करेंगे, it will be considered as a form of ease of doing business, and it will ensure that yes, people should not be fearful while filing tax return and all. Okay, so these are the things. So मतलब criminal case, crime नहीं होगा, बहुत सारे provisions. It will be a civil offense but not a criminal offense, है ना, if you do some mistakes in taxation and all. Yes, so we Sampath, Srishti, Swarup, you are right. B is the right answer. Name the US electric car maker that has signed a lease deal to open its first showroom in Mumbai. Very famous. Tesla, Lamborghini, BMW, Jaguar. देखो बाकी का तो शोरूम है, आपको पता ही होगा, Lamborghini is there, like we have seen in Delhi, like you must have seen BMW का शोरूम हर जगह होता है nowadays, in state capitals you will find Jaguars का showroom is also there. आपने देखा होगा, if you live in Delhi or Mumbai, I'm sure you must have seen. Tesla is actually a company that was not there, but they are planning to come up here. Yes, this is a company owned by which person? Name of the person who owns this company? Very famous personality. Tesla will be owned by Elon Musk. So that is what you should know. A is the right answer. Yes, Rishti, Swaroop, Subir, Sampath, you are right. A is the right answer. Which organization was responsible for conducting high altitude trials of indigenous ILSS for LCA Tejas, Light Combat Aircraft Tejas, है ना? तेजस जो हाल ने बनाया है हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड ने. सो ये जो टेस्ट किया गया इंडिजिनस ILSS का, वो किसने करवाया था? The right answer is, what is the right answer? DBEL है ना, डिफेंस बायो इंजीनियरिंग एंड इलेक्ट्रोमेडिकल लैबोरेटरी. सो बी इज द राइट आंसर. DRDO के अंदर में आता है ये. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो. ठीक है, ये जो तेजस बनाए वो हाल ने बनाए हिंदुस्तान एरोनॉटिक्स लिमिटेड ने, लेकिन ये जो कंडक्ट किया गया था ILSS इंटीग्रेटेड लाइफ सपोर्ट सिस्टम, ये ऑक्सीजन वगैरह देना होता है अंदर, जो पायलट बैठा ना उसको, उससे रिलेटेड है, ऑक्सीजन रिलेटेड है ना, लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन नीड एंड ऑल. सो टू इंश्योर कि जो पायलट बैठा हो आसानी से सांस ले सके, दैट इज द आइडिया अबाउट ILSS. सो दैट वाज डन एंड ऑल. The next one is recently Union Minister for Environment, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav, inaugurated World Sustainable Development Summit in where New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Lucknow. So he is actually Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, along with TERI, the Energy and Resource Institute. This was also there, which actually hosted World Sustainable Development Summit. Hosted in New Delhi is the right answer to this question. Hai na? Habitat Center, New Delhi, 5 to 7th March. And a lifestyle for environment, Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, and TERI लिखा रहता है, Energy and Resource Institute. इनसे रिलेटेड एक आदमी थे आरके पचौरी. प्लीज रीड समथिंग अबाउट हिम. He died in 2020. So the right answer here is A. Yes, Rishti Swarup, you were right. A is the right answer. And आप देख सकते हैं, here is the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The next is recently Donald Trump has signed an executive order establishing government reserve of dash in cryptocurrencies towards possible mainstreaming acceptance. क्या होगा? What is the right answer? Right answer is Bitcoin, है ना? Trump signs executive order to establish government Bitcoin reserve. यानी अपना गवर्नमेंट का रिजर्व होगा, जैसे फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व होता है, जैसे इंडिया में डॉलर का रिजर्व होता है एंड अदर करेंसी का रिजर्व होता है. सो दे आर कीपिंग द रिजर्व ऑफ Bitcoin नाउ. ठीक है. सो ठीक है, so it is the right answer. The next is Collins Aerospace, a part of RTX Corporation, Virginia-based aerospace, Virginia is in America, and defense conglomerates opens its new engineering development and test center ETDC where Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Mysore. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is A, Bangalore में. ठीक है. Collins Aerospace opens up new engineering global operation center in Bangalore. ठीक है. तो आप चाहो तो पढ़ सकते हो Collins Aerospace के बारे में. एरोस्पेस कंपनी है, ठीक है ना. सो अमेरिका बेस्ड कंपनी. So the right answer was A, Bangalore. The next is according to Women in Economy 30 years after Beijing Declaration, है ना. अच्छा, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. 1995 में Beijing Declaration was signed, है ना, by United Nation countries to ensure women empowerment, women's equality, gender justice, etc. So उसका 30 years we have completed. So ILO ने एक रिपोर्ट निकाली, Women in Economy 30 years after Beijing Declaration, on International Women's Day, which is on 8 March, है ना. Women just hold how much of managerial position globally? कितने %? Yes, the right answer is D, 30%. Yes, so we Sampath, you're right. Srishti Swarup, D is the right answer. Women hold just 30% of managerial posts globally. थोड़ा सा improvement हुआ, modest improvement is there, we have seen. The next is said to be hosted jointly by US, Canada, and Mexico. 2026 FIFA World Cup has excluded 3 nations. Which country is not among those 3 nations? India, Pakistan, Congo, Russia. What is the right answer to this question? So FIFA World Cup, जो फुटबॉल का वर्ल्ड कप होता है, उसमें से 3 नेशन को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया गया. इसमें से कौन सा नहीं है? नहीं पूछा था. Not. So A is the right answer. India is not excluded. Russia, Congo, and Pakistan has been excluded. Pakistan, Russia, and Congo. ठीक है. FIFA ने बैन कर दिया. So the right answer is A. Yes, so we Sampath, now you are right. A is the right answer. The next is which of the following recently launched that it announced that it is developing LOX methane engine. LOX मतलब समझते हो? Liquid oxygen. Cryogenic engine वगैरह में यूज होता है. Stage for the NGLV next generation launch vehicle, which would feature a reusable booster and 2 expendable upper stage. Reusable होगा, यानी दोबारा यूज किया सकता है. Can be again used, है ना? So कौन बनाता है? अब देखो समझ लो. There is SSLV होता है, small satellite launch vehicle. Then we have PSLV, polar satellite launch vehicle. Then we have GSLV, geosynchronous launch vehicle, and we have GSLV Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3, the most powerful one. Now the next most powerful we are planning is NGLV, and of course ISRO बनाएगी. Common sense is, है ना? देखो ISRO is responsible for making all those space technologies. So common sense is this, and so is the right answer. And इसका नाम Project Surya भी रखा गया. That is what you should know. The next is the 25th IIFA Awards happened where? Jaipur, Patna, Kolkata, Gurugram. कहाँ हुआ था? 25th IIFA Awards. The right answer is A is the right answer. Yes, Srishti, you are right. Jaipur is the right answer to this question. Jaipur, Rajasthan is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. So उसमें किसको किसको अवार्ड्स मिला? So best film लापता लेडीज, best director किरण राव for लापता लेडीज, best actor कार्तिक आर्यन for भूल भुलैया 3, and best actress नितांशी गोयल for लापता लेडीज. ठीक है, ये चारों याद रखिएगा जनरली, because sometimes IIFA awards are also asked in the exam. बस ये 4 याद रखिए कि that is more than enough. तो उसमें 4 में से 3 तो लापता लेडीज ही है. ठीक है, एसोसिएटेड है. ठीक है, best one is related with best actor. The next is IPL founder Lalit Modi had applied with Indian High Commission London to surrender the Indian passport, and he has got the citizenship of which country? Because there is no dual citizenship in India, and so if you get a citizenship of some other country, you will have to leave this post, leave India's citizenship. So उन्होंने surrender कर दिया, Indian High Commission London ने जाके जमा कर दिया कि अब हम Indian citizen नहीं है. So he has acquired the citizenship of which country? Yes, Srishti, you're right. 1 out 2. B is the right answer to this question. यहाँ पे इंडिया है, ये 1 out 2 आइलैंड, यहाँ पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, यहाँ पर 1 out 2 आइलैंड. Yes, so we Sampath and Srishti, you both are right. B is the right answer. India has first offshore mining block for construction and sand to be used in developing a greenfield project at Vadhavan, Maharashtra. किसको दिया? वधावन महाराष्ट्र में. अब आप खुद सोच लो, इसी वेस्ट कोस्ट इंडिया का, यहाँ पर मुंबई है, कहीं इसी के पास में वधावन पड़ेगा आपको. सो मुंबई का जो पोर्ट है जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट ट्रस्ट, उसी को मिलेगा ना, उसी के रिलेटेड होगा ना. तो पारादीप ओडिशा में है, हल्दिया कोलकाता का है, कोची केरला में है. ऑफ कोर्स जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट अथॉरिटी इज द राइट आंसर. यस, सो वीर एंड सृष्टि, यू बोथ राइट. इज द राइट आंसर, है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो. The next is International Women's Day celebrated annually on which day? ये तो पता होना चाहिए. I'll be having a class today also, guys, at 8 p.m. Where I'll be doing revision of MH set exam. And MH set में days and themes, days खास में पूछता है, theme तो कम पूछते हैं, days they are asking. So I'll have a class on days also today. Important days सारा मैं discuss करा दूंगा आज. ठीक है, so do join me at 8 p.m. That would be very helpful. So एक दो क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही hopefully आपको clear answer मिल जाएगा एग्जाम में आराम से. So here the right answer is C is the right answer, 8th March. Yes, Sumesh Sampath, you're right. And the theme is for all women and girls rights, equality and empowerment. ठीक है, तो ये theme याद रखिएगा. And since this year we have completed 30 years, 1995 plus 30 is 2025 Beijing Declaration, and that is why it becomes more important. Okay. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to the channel. Press the like button. We'll be meeting you today at 8 p.m. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.